Relief groups here in the U.S. are right now watching and waiting for the green light to begin sending critical supplies into Jamaica once Hurricane Melissa moves through. One local resident there says he's afraid of what's to come.
It is not a joke. It is very serious, guys, and it is going to be something different. The figures we think will be astronomical. Yeah, they will be hard to digest when this is over.
Joining me now, Marlon Hill, lead relief mobilizer for Caribbean Strong, a South Florida organization that is preparing to send critical relief supplies to Jamaica. Marlon, it's good to talk to you. I was just speaking with an official on the island who was saying that they are counting on groups like yours. South Florida has a large Jamaican population. You were born there. Tell us about what you're preparing for.
Well, thank you, Chris, for having us. I'm here at the Global Empowerment Mission warehouse. We are assembling and mobilizing hundreds of volunteers to assemble essential items. This is going to be an unprecedented event for Jamaica. First storm, Category 5, hitting the southwestern side of Jamaica. So there's going to be tremendous need, not only relief efforts, but also the rebuilding efforts. So we're assembling emergency items, non-perishable items, hygiene items, hydration items, essential items for families to survive the days, because I'm here in Miami, and Hurricane Andrew, I remember it very, very clearly, with a Category 4, but Jamaica has mountains, Jamaica has plains, and this area, Chris, was just hit by Beryl about a year ago, and I visited that area maybe 3 months ago.
So you still have family there, as I understand it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, have you been in touch with them? What's their level of concern? What's your level of concern for them?
With Caribbean Strong, we have responded to various hurricanes in the last 12 years. We responded to an earthquake. We responded to a volcano here in the Caribbean region. This one hits different, not only because I'm born Jamaican and I'm raised American. It's just different, right? And I think my family members and friends are also concerned. One of the biggest concerns we have, Chris, is that this hurricane is going to hit the tourism economy and the agricultural economy, because the parish that produces the most food in the supply chain in Jamaica is going to be hit not only once, but twice this year. So we're also going to need help rebuilding those jobs and the supply chain. It's the heart of the Jamaican economy. As a lawyer, I actually practice in those fields as well. So it's going to impact me as well, and friends and partners that are in that economy when it hits Southwest Jamaica for the next 12 hours.
I do want to ask you to delve into that idea a little more, because the reality is that donations often pour in right after disasters, right? But then understandably, people move on. And I did read, even before you brought it up, that the island's native food sources could be wiped out. So What does that mean? Are you prepared to offer long-term help? I mean, what's it going to require?
We are prepared to be resilient, but however, we're going to need the global community's help. We're going to need our own U.S. government's help, even in a government shutdown where we have hardship. We're going to need the president's help, the Secretary Rubio's help, Secretary Hegset's help. We know that there are issues in the Caribbean Sea right now, but we believe that those resources and assets from the U.S. Southern Command, actually, in my opinion, should be reallocated to Jamaica post-landfall this week.
Do you know if those conversations are underway right now about the reallocation?
If they're not happening right now, they should be happening. So we're open to support it where we are with volunteers and doing our part. We believe our government, national level, state level, and local level should be having that conversation, in my opinion, because this is going to be one of those things where the connection between Jamaica and the United States is long-standing history, all right? And there are well over almost 2 million Jamaicans or persons of Jamaican descent. So it's not something that is a passing consideration, we believe. We believe that it's a very important conversation to be had in the Oval Office, in the Defense boardroom, in the Secretary of State's boardroom, and then there needs to be a partnership with the people on the ground.
At a briefing, government officials say they expect, in addition to everything else, airports to take a hit. Are you concerned about how long it might take you to actually get supplies, to get aid onto the island?
Here at Global Empowerment Mission, our partners here with Caribbean Strong, we already have a team that's on the ground evaluating that. I'm confident that the government of Jamaica is going to evaluate, do its damage assessment very carefully. We have a U.S. ambassador who is a former Defense Force chief and a police commissioner. He understands this world very, very well. And so I'm sure he's having those conversations that need to be assessed, because the eastern part of, there are going to be two Jamaicas, Chris. The eastern Jamaica that has 75 hurricane winds today, and then the western Jamaica that has category 4 or 5 hitting the island from south to north, as opposed to Beryl, which was slightly brushing Jamaica. But now it's going to be hitting directly, and that's going to be a real concern for us.
Well, Marlon Hill, thank you. I'd love to talk to you later in the week, perhaps, or early next week, and see how things are going. And our good thoughts are all with the people of Jamaica and those of you who are helping them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris.